The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Dolphins and the Hawks on Thursday night.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. And here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters. And, of course, the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories. And they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career. But they use the preseason, in this game in particular, to...
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And away we go from Lumen Field. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. They'll try and throw it here. That's brought in by Miller. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Throwing off the play fake here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee. 2nd and 3 now. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They're now set for 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him on the crossing route. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 24. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Aubrey puts it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Return's looking good so far. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. And let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
On first down, they'll run. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 36. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Seahawks get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins will have some work to do as they take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. From the 23. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have second and pretty long here. Another try following the sack. Finds his back complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. Throw on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Seahawks football. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Looking to his fullback now. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Play action on 1st down. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Search. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 48. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Back to the well again. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks hoping to grow their lead before halftime. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Sanders all set to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. The Miami offense headed out there now. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Back to throw on 1st and 10. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3-and-out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They have themselves another 1st and 10. It's caught Metcalf. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal. Taylor is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting at the 10. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They go play action on 1st. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 2nd down. They go play action here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. Now from the extreme northwest to the extreme southeast, we're going to head down to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with our buddy Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday.
Well, 2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the third. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. That's one he knows he should have had. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They're throwing it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Jukes one defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Hand off to the back. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this one.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. He gets him 8 yards, but they still need 12 now on 3rd down. They'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Punt team on the field. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And this game... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 27. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Hits him on the out route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll throw it. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one.
Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. 1st down from the red zone. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Here's a throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. This one from 42 yards out. Smith able to put it through. And that lowers the lead to 21.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Look into the air here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Ritter. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. All in left side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Ritter looking to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. They'll run. It's Benson. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Ritter to throw. Finds a man right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st. Caught quickly on the slant. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They give up the gut to Benson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Taylor again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks, well, they can probably just run away and hide. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They go again with Taylor. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1.